flip side, silver lining, no one's going to be talking about Juan Soto refusing to swing his first 2 at-bats tonight.
No,
for
that's
the Mets.
fair. I mean, we were going to talk about that, you and I, before the show.
Yeah, no,
we were
no.
having it out. Yeah, it's going to win, but you know he's not swinging the bat. Doesn't matter anymore.
But the Knicks lose tonight, and I'm telling you, as a Knicks fan, as a lifelong Knicks fan.
Are you still a Knicks fan after tonight?
God,
I can't quit.
I'm not a sports fan after tonight, man. Come on.
I can't blame you.
I hate basketball.
I haven't heard you say that in a long time.
This is the most devastating Knicks loss of all time. Worse than the Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller was 8 points in 9 seconds. The choke sign to Spike Lee. Okay. And the Knicks won the series. Okay? And the Knicks went on to win that series. This is blowing a 14-point lead, doing something that since they were keeping track in the mid-90s, no team in the history of the game had ever blown a 14-point lead with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the game. 977-0. Now 977-1. That's how devastating this is. The fact it's the Pacers, the Knicks' biggest playoff rival for the past 30 years. Okay, if you've been watching the last couple of days, look at all the big highlights, right? The fact that Halliburton hits the shot that bounces off the back of the iron, 8 feet in the air, back down through to force overtime, and he does the choke gesture. That's a highlight that's going to live forever in NBA history. They're going to play the crap out of that thing for the rest of my life, your life, and everybody. Unborn children are going to see that highlight and go, wow, I can't believe that. Yes, that was in May of 2025. The miracle comeback where all they did was keep hitting threes, and Aaron Nesmith hit 6 threes in the fourth quarter and scores 20 points. He's not even their best player. And then you go to overtime, and Obi Toppin is making the biggest shots of the game with 2 dunks that give the Pacers the win. There is no more devastating loss in Knicks history than tonight. I'm done. I'm mentally shot. Again, I don't know how the Knicks come back from this. I don't know how anybody comes back from this. I get, hey, let's put a positive face on this, but dude, sometimes you got to just understand, what did you just see? And sometimes game ones are, it's just game one, and sometimes game ones are, this is the whole series. If the Knicks came out and lost by 20 in game 2, I'd get it. I completely
I'll say this,
get
though. This is a squad, to a man, that we've watched, and they're resilient. Now, obviously, the final 2.5 minutes, 2:51 plus overtime, absolute chaos. And I know for you, after the choke signal from Halliburton, you've never wanted to win a game more because then it goes into the ether. All right, he made the gesture, Knicks rally, finished the job in OT. Instead, it lives on forever. When we talk about Nesmith and the game that he had 8 20-point games all season long, one of which was against the Knicks going back to the end of December, but generally a guy that is in the low teens when you're talking about his output on a nightly basis when he is an offensive threat. And so when he finds the stroke, and they scored 51 points between the fourth quarter and overtime, 8 of 14 from three-point range, and just absolutely caught fire. 8 assists, moving the ball well, and that was one of the things you saw were the tired legs. And I had thought, as we came on the air 2 hours ago and we're watching the Knicks, they'd bought Jalen Brunson such precious time in the second quarter. Okay, cool, he's going to be fresh. Then he gets in foul trouble. Again, they're able to weather the storm. So all things point to Knicks, and then they have the defensive struggles trying to close out wide open, flying at guys, leaving your feet, right? All the principles of good defense. Don't give up the space. Nope, you gave up the high ground. Anakin, I have the high ground. Don't do it. And wide open looks that they would hit time and time again. So all of that to say, everything that could go wrong in those final minutes did. So I would feel confident that this isn't a team that's going to turtle, that you've got the reset, that while this is a miserable loss, it's one game.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's losses and there's all-time losses. This is an all-time
Sure. All
loss.
The stats that you've cited, absolutely.
All time. You want another one?
Yeah.
since 1997.
Uh-oh.
Okay, since 1997.
Mm-hmm. So about 30 years, yeah.
Teams leading by 9 points with 50 seconds left to go, coming into tonight, were 1,414 wins and no losses. 1,414-0 with 50 seconds left in a game coming into tonight. What? Not 100-0, not 500-0. 1,414 wins.
Take that for data.
And no losses.
Next, yeah.
You know what's funny is I had to try to really lay out for folks why the Mr. Overrated thing was statistically relevant. Because there were 90 guys. Even if only 14 voted for Halliburton, it still was statistically relevant. A sample size of 1,400 plus certainly is as well.
Worst loss in Knicks history. And now, see, because the thing is, you know, I'm a firm believer that in life, when you have moments that shock you, that don't go your way, right? And there's a different degree of moments that don't go your way, that you wind up not realizing how big they are at the time. You think, okay, that's a big deal, but okay, I'll get past it. And you don't realize until years later, going, man, that really changed my life. I still think about that. It's just absolutely terrible. It's awful. You don't think about it. Like in sports, this is one of those moments. Like strictly sports-wise is what I'm saying here. Like strictly sports-wise, this is one of those moments. I'm never going to get over this one. I'm not. Are the Knicks going to win this series? Are the Knicks going to win a game? Really? I mean, I don't know. I don't even have fight for crazy Rick Carlisle and smiling Tyrese Halliburton with the choke job. I don't have fight for that right now. I am a beaten guy. I am just down.
Because there were two guys that I really want, beyond, obviously, you, and I knew we were talking to Rick Bucher, who has ridden the lightning with us for a long time here on Fox Sports Radio, was Tyrese Halliburton's dad, and now we're starting to get video of him and his celebration. And really, we don't know about Chalamet, but we knew Spike Lee was in Cannes for the film festival.
Yeah.
It's like 4 a.m. there.
Yeah.
You think he stayed up and watched?
Oh, sure he did. No, sure, yeah, 100%.
Is he now walking,
Yeah.
Did they get him a private access like to Louvre or something
I'm
so
sure
he can at
he's
least
on his way to
look at some
Giannis's
beauty?
Yeah, he's on his way to Giannis' house. Go, hey, man, come on in. We need you. We wouldn't have given up all those points at the end if we had you. Hey, there's your silver lining. Hey, the Knicks lose this series, they'll go get Giannis.
There is that.